Hello. Okay, let's see. We have this puzzle at hand. What can we do? There is a box here. It seems like this is the only place for the gravity beam. Okay. So it did work. I thought it was closed off. Now we have the block. Let's see. Would that change? Huh? Doesn't let me to put it on the side. Well then, maybe we need a gravitator thingy. Or huh? Can I do that? Yes, I can. So I can just bring the... No, no, okay. I can bring you. What? Oh, so there is a reset. Now we have three maybe things left in this map. One is this. Maybe four. Because I wasn't able to finish one of the puzzles. Eh? Nani? How do I get there? Oh, we found the plane. What is this? Four. The other mystery. Connecting something. Like there is one. There are probably other ones. But how? Can I connect from here? Is there anything here to connect anything? Doesn't look like. There are no lasers here. I don't even see it. Unless... What is... I saw something. Or did I? I thought I saw something. I see that there is something over there. How do you even get there? Okay. Can I point to that? Apparently I can. What? What am I supposed to connect? No way, because I need green. How do you make green? Oh my goodness. Pointed to where? I don't see anything that transforms to green. Well, I figured one part out, but that's still very far from the solution. Look at that, for example. How? How do you jump over it? Like, can I climb on top of this somehow? Can go blue or something. I'm super confused. Yeah, it's over there. Oh my goodness. Man. Where should I now? Okay, so now we have red. How do you make it green? So I have 4 that I have not completed. And go on top of it. And check again. Wait, it doesn't matter what color? Did we solve it then? Is it not green? If it's not green... It is green. So red does nothing. I think I made a circle. confusing. Okay. Is the thing here? There must be a follow-up. I think this is the second one. Please do we know now that this is like this? Oh, whoops. I was supposed to do technically have blue and red. I just like one more here. Maybe blue and red. Maybe it's going to be that. Oh, what?
Yearn for a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
It is easy to speak of one's principles when the world is at peace, and there is no price to pay for thoughts that stray from what is permitted. But when times grow hard, and even ordinary men are filled with mindless anger, when the face of the enemy is suddenly known to every virtuous citizen, and to question the virtuous is to be likened to Ephialtes, when every hoary old superstition suddenly springs back to life as if it had never been defeated, and all the work of the philosophers seems to have been for naught, then one may discover what one truly believes.
Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too.
Interesting. Okay. Nice. We've discovered most secrets, but one, I think, or two. Now We need one tool to connect the blue and red that we found and connect it. Now there is here, there. Wait. There is one more here. Is this sending you to that one? I guess so. So, do I need to go up there? And how? Is there anything here? Oh, we found it! That's what we needed. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
False idols are worshipped not because they are idols, but because they are false. True idols are rejected because the truth is feared.
Really? Well, it can be feared, but sometimes they also worship. So I can go to 4 and attempt one more time, I think, and or go to the Megastructure and the adventure to begin. So let's see if we can complete 4. Froggies. Is this 4? This is 4. This is the 4. Wait. What to use this for. Yes, I can use it for this, but other than that, how do I connect? This is red, for example, but how do I make it blue? And if this is the blue, how do I use it? Wait. Oh my goodness, we found the solution. It's not this. Never was. I was just baited. It was something simple. Oh my goodness, we've solved it. Good, good, good. We won. Alright. That was just a bait. Alright. We can go. Whoops. Looks different. Wow. Such a huge map. Astonishing. The level design. The beauty. I like it.
Prometheus was bound for many years, his torment seemingly eternal, until one day, Zeus commanded his son, the great hero Heracles, to free the Titan from the rock. Why did Zeus relent?
I have no idea.
If the consequences of a crime are eternal, should the punishment not be of equal length? There is grief without end, creature of clay, and misery without relief. How can these things be forgiven? A time of dreams is at hand. To save your friend, you must do as Heracles did. But what will follow, none can see.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, at least this part is consistent. The megastructure is opening again.
All right, everyone. Assemble at the VTOL as soon as possible. Melville, keep an eye on the energy readings, please.
Byron wrong then? Wait, Vito.
You all know I don't share Byron's enthusiasm for the megastructure. I don't know if the founder really intended for us to be here, and I certainly don't trust this Prometheus entity. But Byron is one of us, and we don't leave people behind. So we're finding Prometheus and freeing him, whether Pandora likes it or not. Here's how this mission is going to go. 1K, it's clear to me that you have some kind of special affinity for this place, and that the entities respond to you more strongly than they do to us. So, once you're inside, I want you to take point. Do whatever you need to free Prometheus, but remember that our prime objective is to save our friend. Melville, I want you to stay at the VTOL and let Yakut and 1K go in. I'm going to stay behind as protocol requires. I don't love the idea of sitting this one out. Byron is my oldest friend, but we're doing this by the book.
Okay, I will have a brief pause before I join in. Just a moment. Okay. Can we hear? Yes, yes. Okay.
All right, I'm taking us in. Let's hope we can find the big guy.
He's staying behind. I see. That's the protocol. Alright, let's go then. It's the same? What? Going down.
Yay! I found another elevator. My favorite. Once again, I have no idea where I am. No sign of Prometheus so far. Hope you're doing better, 1K.
Huh?
I know I've said this before, but look at the size of this. How can all of this be one machine?
This is what you get when one machine builds a bigger machine, which builds an even bigger machine.
That's our whole history, isn't it? The whole history of humankind. And it's not just machines. It's science, it's literature. Knowledge builds on knowledge.
Oh, hello there.
Be careful, 1K. We don't know what's down there.
Wait, what? I am confused. Why I can do this on this one, but I cannot do this on this one? I am confused. Alright, this is too complicated for some reason. Yakuza.
I don't think you can get up here, 1K. Guess I'll have to do a puzzle after all. It can't be that hard, right? It's not like everyone is depending on me.
Okay.
But if this has to connect over here, then... Wait. If I do this, and then that... What? I did it! Wow! I feel really smart. Also, never doing that again.
Why not? What? What just happened? Did I fall from somewhere? From here. What? So, what next? alive. And super confusing. Going the wrong direction, huh? Those guys show that there is a pin. Okay. Huh? So the one behind him that I couldn't solve is left. Yeah, we just need to solve it. Yeah, I mean, just solve it, bro. Is it? Yes. How? Yeah. What? Oh my goodness. Macaron. Oh my goodness. That was how it was. We did it. And now? What? Is this ladder going anywhere? Oh. Alright, statue dismantled. I mean, changed. Whoops. Yeah, do you wanna go back to the ship? I have no clue what's gonna happen. We're so advanced, but why can't we just do some remote stuff? Like, we go to the ship and then activate this distantly.
Thank you, Son of Man, for breaking my chains. Too long has the flame been hidden by fear and mystery. It is time to put away these childish things and for you to know the truth of the Alpha and the Omega, of the beginning and the end. I will send you visions of the truth, but remember that prophecies are a heavy burden.
New Jerusalem sounds like such a beautiful place. So, how did you decide to leave? I know what we're trying to accomplish here, and I believe in it. But for you, New Jerusalem was home. What changed that?
It took me a long time to realize that something was wrong. Oh, I'd noticed that something was off, that something had changed since the early days, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. So I ignored it. And then one day I woke up to realize I was no longer Athena. Instead, I had been transformed into the Founder, a remote figure of legend, mythologized in my own time.
But if it bothered you, couldn't you just talk to them? If you share the truth with someone, they should change their mind, shouldn't they?
Oh, I wished it worked that way, Miranda, I really do, but I barely knew the last generations. In the beginning, I was there for every birth. I explained our history, talked about our future, but at some point I got so busy building that future that I lost touch. They thought of me as a remote figure because that's what I was.
But can you change that?
I tried, but they already saw me as the Founder. The myth was too powerful, and it was already taking on a life of its own. I'd set a goal of 1,000 citizens. The number was arbitrary. Just a nice round number, nothing more, but just like I became the Founder, it became the goal. Another part of the myth. And maybe that could have been all right. Myths are a part of who we are, but something else crept in. The old human self-hatred.
So why didn't you just tell them to change? To go a different way? They would have listened to you.
No, they would have obeyed me, like my siblings in the simulation had obeyed. And that's when I realized I had to leave.
We can show them the future, Miranda, but we can't force them to accept it.
I have it. After all this time, I have it. I finally have it. The mechanics of the cosmos, from quarks to galactic filaments, everything that makes the world what it is, makes us who we are, in a single equation. The key to understanding the machine that is the universe, and to controlling it. A theory of everything. And she was right. The language of creation is a melody, and it's beautiful. Every future is possible now. Every future, except one with Miranda in it. I can do anything, except bring her back. Or unbreak Cornelius's heart.
Man, that sounds heavy.
Byron was right. The Founder was always a fiction. She's just a person.
A theory of everything. She solved it. She solved the last puzzle.
You need to get out of there. We'll talk about this later.
I didn't save Mr. Byron.
All this time, we thought we were honoring Athena, but all we did was betray everything she believed in. She must have been so lonely. We might as well have exiled her. Maybe that's what all this is about. The puzzles, the towers, the entities. It's a test. A way for us to prove that we're worthy of her legacy.
Finally, it all makes sense. Anti-gravity, matter synthesis, teleportation. It's not just one new technology. It's control over physics. Manipulating the base layer of reality itself. Rearranging the building blocks of the universe. If we can gain control of the megastructure, we can do anything we want. I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything we want. We can go anywhere we want. It's all up to us.
That's what Athena wanted for us. To give us a chance to be who we want to be.
I don't know if you see this. You have become even more distant from the affairs of New Jerusalem than I have. And I fear that some of your estrangement is my own fault. I know things are not as you had wished them to be, and the city is drifting away from the bold vision you established. This is not because of your leadership or luck. You did not fail, I did. I know I've said it before, but the New Alexandria disaster was my fault. I'm the one who took the initiative, and I'm the one who made the mistake. Yes, there should have been procedures in place, but it was my role to create such procedures, not yours. I wish I had listened to Byron when he said we had established another settlement immediately. Learn from the pain. Don't let it fester. He was right. From Author's Note, Athena Reborn novel. If my work has meant something to you, if Athena had any kind of impact on you, if some story of in Wonder Tales from the periphery moved you or made you think, then there is something about myself that I need to share with you. It's the only autobiographical fact I have any interest in sharing. The only thing about me that matters to you outside the world. outside my work. Every breath that I take so every story that I write is only possible because of technology. There are no natural remedies, spiritual alternatives for what I was born with. My existence is wholly contingent upon the level of technological sophistication which was here thereof unimaginable, and which will in many ways define the coming era, when you long for a return of simpler times. You wish for a world which I could not exist. If you're looking for answers, consider the fact I was granted the blessing of the technology. Because, despite being born into poverty, my writing never have been particularly lucrative. The civilizational structure I live within were arranged in such a way that this technology could be deployed to save my life. All the towering materialism which dominates the modern mind rests ultimately upon assumption. It is supposed that if nothing goes on repeating itself, it's probably dead, a piece of clockwork. People feel that if the universe was personal, it would vary. If the sun were alive, it would dance. This is a fallacy even in relation to known fact, for the variation in human affairs is generally brought into them not by life, but by death, by the dying down or breaking of their strength or desire. Man varies his movements because of some slight element of failure or fatigue. Perhaps God is strong enough to exult in monotony. It is possible that God says every morning do it again, and every evening do it again, to the moon and to the sun. It may not be automatic necessarily that makes all daisies alike. It may be like God making every daisy separately, but has never got tired of making them. It may be that he has the eternal epithet of, for we have sinned and grown old, our Father is younger than we. New Jerusalem, that is the name that we picked, and I said that my suggestion didn't win, maybe a little, but it is a good name. interesting. Not this. Oh, is this where Yakut went?
Is everyone okay?
All good. I'm taking us back now.
That's a relief. Meanwhile, there's been a development. You'll see when you land. How are things on your end?
The energy fluctuations seem to be dying down. Looks like the system is coming out of lockdown.
Good. Let's hope we don't regret this.
And these energy clouds just fly about? That seems terribly dangerous.
We haven't had any problems so far.
Except for losing one of the first companions, of course. No, I don't blame you, Al. I know what he's like. And I'm the one who agreed to all this in the first place. That's why I had to see it for myself. It is dreadfully imposing, though, isn't it? Hard to believe the founder would build something so sinister.
The mayor's here?
Well, this should be interesting.
Ah, 1K. Welcome back. I'm sure you're surprised by my presence here. Don't worry, neither I nor my advisors will be getting in your way. But I decided that I need to see this place for myself. These visions sent to you by the entity that calls itself Prometheus are deeply concerning, of course. But we cannot take them at face value. In fact, it's crucial that we do not do so. We cannot simply abandon all that we believe because of a dream, no matter how vivid. No. If the founder really built all this, then it must have a purpose. It must be a test, designed to remind us of the trials that created us. But what is she trying to tell us? What are we being tested for? I believe that Byron's fate shows us the dangers of temptation. As Elohim attempted to deceive Athena in the simulation, commanding her not to ascend, so Prometheus is deceiving us with his visions.
What?
That's only reasonable, but I would ask you to think about what I said. After all, can it really be a coincidence that you came along on this mission? It seems to me that you have been chosen. You are the fulfillment of the goal. Don't forget that.
Interesting. I mean, I can fix this 3 that I never fixed, but for now, Mm. All right, let's do them one by one.
How's the system looking, Melville? Any obvious changes?
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the Founder sees you, 1K.
Another huge map, it feels like. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I'll have a brief pause. So the plot thickens. I guess they wanna control the solution and the decision that I'm gonna make or something.
1K, how are you, dear? More being who we are. Less fretting over what we're not. Myths are stronger than goals. There's always some truth in myths. I want to see what's inside the box. I'm still trying to figure out how to look at it and see what's really there. Maybe I should try standing on my head.
What?
Exactly the way you see me. Or totally different. Possibly both.
Wow. Ingenious.
What can I do for you, 1K? It's a complex issue, and I think it should be left to experts. I believe that journalism serves an important function in our society, and I'm dedicated to reporting the truth with accountability and responsibility. It means understanding that I can't just publish things without considering their impact. Serious disruptions to the social fabric of New Jerusalem could endanger lives. That's not journalism anymore. As a journalist, I think the line between speculation and disinformation is too thin for me to engage in guessing games.
Finally, we have moving objects. Where is blue? There is blue. Huh. How do we use blue? What?
I know you're all thinking about the goal and the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be? But the only thing that's real, at the end of the day, is the present. And right now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
Hmm? Wait, then... How? Oh my goodness, come on, bro. Give me a break. Red. Oh. Wait a minute. to do red. Red. Blue. Uh-huh. Wait. Man. Have no clue. Wow. Oh, I think we got it. What? How do I unlock? Oh. Insane.
Not bad, 1K.
Hey, can we talk for a second? I'm still struggling. I was really hoping we'd find Miranda alive. Her way of seeing the world was so inspiring. And the idea that I can never get to know her, that she's gone.
My goodness, I did several puzzles without even turning it on. I'm sorry, guys.
I guess I've never really been good at dealing with death. Maybe because it's so rare in New Jerusalem. Except for pets, and even in that case, I find it very hard to deal with. I still miss my first cat, and it's been over a century since she died. When someone dies, it's this void. I know I should just let it go, but some part of me refuses. And I feel like that part, it hurts me, but it also keeps me human. And I know it would be healthier if I said, okay, Miranda is someone I never met. She's just a bunch of glitchy old files. But if I do that, as rational as it seems, it feels like I'm surrendering something. Something that matters. Interesting. I hadn't thought of pain as something you can use. If I can take the pain and use it to create something or to do something, maybe that's a way of not surrendering to death. Thanks, 1K. I'm really gonna think about that. Of course, go ahead. I hear he escaped Pellegrino and peed all over Melville's workshop, so apparently he's doing great. I miss him though. I always feel like the fact that he likes me is a huge compliment. Lifts me up somehow. Nope. But at least I finally understand why Athena wanted to get out of the simulation so badly. On the one hand, there's so much we could do with the theory of everything. So many lives I could live. I have enough ideas for the next, I don't know, 20,000 years, easily. And that's just from 5 minutes of thinking about it. On the other hand, Miranda's gone. So much hope, so much grief. I don't know how to balance that. I think he's done his best. I don't disrespect him, but I'm not sure he's leading us down the right path. Despite everything that's gone wrong here, I'm not sure we should just reject what the Megastructure has to offer. Honestly, I'm not sure how I couldn't see it more clearly before. It doesn't match anything Alexander Drennan believed in, and continuing Drennan's legacy was Athena's whole point. In the ancient year 1969, a band called Mellow Macaron wrote a psychedelic rock song about the Talos Principle. It's called Cretan Bronze Man's Flying Mystery Adventure. I don't know if it's nice, but it's definitely the most understandable song on the album. There's another one which is called The Fish People Will Teach You How to Sing, Mr. Allen, which is 20 minutes long and was recorded underwater.
Wow.
I think you need psychedelics to enjoy it, really. Maybe if you stick your head inside a really large magnet.
What?
Tell me, Emmett, what impact do you think the megastructure will have on the future of this island?
It depends on what we do with it. Miranda used it to spread life, to make things better. We can do the same.
And yet, poor Miranda lost her own life doing so.
She just made a mistake. She couldn't wait to show everyone what they discovered. We can be more careful.
Future, which for the average person there is less of everything. To paraphrase Mark Fisher, we find it easier to imagine the decline of civilization than to imagine civilization worth living in. Those of us who still believe that humanity can thrive, that there is path forward other than willful or accidental decay, are out of sync with the system. No matter how we phrase our arguments, they will be perceived in terms of whatever cultural signifiers the listener opposes. It's deeply frustrating, depressing and infuriating situation, but what can we do except patiently explain and hope conditions change. What can we do except having faith?
How is this supposed to work? The system is meant to last centuries. Centuries! And yeah, Chernyshevsky's plan, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I'm working with hardware that was deliberately designed to fail. Planned obsolescence, baby. Selling broken garbage just to make another buck. A buck you can't even spend because in a few more weeks, we'll be extinct. Was it worth it? That's the part that Alexandra doesn't see. The greed, the stupidity, the selfishness, the way that we created this whole situation in the first place. She wants you to be like us, but if you ask me, there's a whole lot of human history and behavior you can just throw away, chuck it in the trash, right? You have a chance at a fresh start. Make the best of it.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Nice backpack.
Let's assume for a moment that we could use it safely, which I doubt. Does that mean that we should? Is it right for us to dominate the world? We value our own freedom. Should we not also value the freedom of all the living things with which we share this planet? Not now. Let's have this conversation at another time. You still have a lot to do. Better get to it. What can I do for you, 1K?
Oh, come on, tell me about Cornelius.
Cornelius is responsible for many innovations. He helped create the designs for the upgraded body you inhabit, although the founder chose to remain in her original configuration. But in recent years, he had settled into a life of quiet scholarship. Or so it seemed. My chief aide, Jeremy, is in charge for now. It's good practice for him, in case he decides to run for office one day. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
You know, when I decided that we should call ourselves human, I did that because it seemed like a powerful symbol of our continuity. But the truth is, and I'm ashamed to admit this, I thought we were better than them. I thought we understood the value of civilization, and we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes. But the simulation worked too well.
We're not just like them. We are them.
We really are.
But that doesn't have to be a bad thing, Athena. We may have the same flaws, but we also have all the potential they did. Everything that Alexandra Drennan saw in them is also in us.
I hope you're right. I really do.
What? How do we make blue? Oh, there you are. Hello, blue. Oh. I missed. Ah, nah. Huh? Oh. After billions of years, the Atlas has grown old and tired of holding the world. He was forced with a dilemma. Sympathy with pain there will, of course, always be. It is one of the first instincts of man. The animals, which are individual, the higher animals, that is to say, share it with us, but it must be remembered that while sympathy with joy intensifies the sum of joy in the world, sympathy with pain does not really diminish the amount of pain. It may make man better, able to endure evil, but the evil remains. Sympathy with consumption does not cure consumption. Christ made no attempt to reconstruct society. Consequently, the individualism that he preached to men could be realized only through pain or in solitude. The ideals that we owe to Christ are the ideals of the man who abandons society entirely, or of the man who resists society absolutely. But man is naturally social. Even the debate became people at last. And though the Cenobite realizes his personality, it is often an impoverished personality that he so realizes. Shallow speakers, shallow thinkers in pulpits and on platforms talk about world's worship of pleasure, whine against it, but it's rarely the world's history that its ideal has been one of joy and beauty. Performative cynicism has always been the hallmark of adolescence. When you tell people that a society could be built on the ideals of joy and beauty, they think you are a utopian fantasist. Okay. Thank you for watching. We may continue possibly tomorrow. Bye bye.